Hi friends, welcome to Computer Science Learners. In this video we are going to discuss about SQL commands. So the SQL commands are broadly classified into four types. So the first one is DDL command, data definition language commands, and DML, data manipulation language commands, DCL, data control language commands, and TCL, transaction control language commands. So the total four classifications. Now we will see each classification in detail. So this is the DDL, data definition language commands. So the data definition language commands are used to create the structure and make changes to the structure of a database. That means, for example, if you want to store 100 students information, we need a student table in the database. So initially we need a table. That table is called structure. After that we can insert the values to the particular fields. So using data definition language, we can create that structure and we can alter and drop and we can do the modifications to the structure. So these commands reflect or affect to the structure of a database. So here the first command is create command. So by using create command, you can create any table. That means, for example, a student, for student we know certain attributes are there to store the student information, like student number, student name, marks, etc., etc. These are all called columns in the table, and the database object called student. So using create command, we can create the student table with the specified columns and the corresponding data types. Just we create the schema. Okay. And next command is alter command. Alter command is used to make the alterations, changes to the database object or database table. Suppose you create a table. Later we want to modify the structure of the table, means to add some additional column, to remove the existing column, to change the existing column data type, and to rename the table, and to add any primary key, to remove any key constraint. For all these you can use alter command. And the next command is drop command. So drop command is used to remove or delete the structure from the database. For example, you create a structure for student, later you want to remove that structure, use the drop command. It removes the structure from the database permanently. And the next one is truncate command. Using truncate command, you can remove the values of the particular structure. For example, student table is there. On student table there are so many rows are available for each student. If you want to delete all the data available in that particular student table, you can use the truncate command. The structure is available, but the data in the structure will be deleted. Next one is the rename command. By using rename command, you can rename the existing table. Initially I declared as student, later I want to change it as student table, so you can change it by using the rename command. So these are all about data definition language commands. Next, data manipulation language commands. Manipulation means changes. Before executing these commands, definitely the database object was created initially. Let us say I want to get the data from the student. If student table is available only, we can get the data. If I want to change the data, whatever the case, first the student data is available. Okay, first student structure is available. Then you can insert the data, you can remove the data, you can update the data. So for creating the structure, we have DDL command, create. After that you come to the manipulation commands. When the structure was created, okay, you can insert the data into the structure by using insert command. We can select the particular data from the structure by using select command. You can change the column values by using the update command. you can remove a single column or multiple columns by using delete command. So these are the manipulation commands which are implemented to the database object or database table. Next commands are the data control language commands. So these commands are implemented by database administrator. So at administration level, the database administrator decide giving the permission to the particular user for accessing the database, for inserting the data, for removing the data, and also the database administrator get back the permissions. So these are called grant and revoke. So granting the permissions to the users, revoke the permissions to the user on the specified databases. So this is the job of the database administrator. Next, last commands are transaction control language commands. So these commands are used on the transactions which are implemented on the database. So commit means whenever you are doing some transactions, whatever it is, data manipulation transactions, inserting data or updating data, you want to store the transaction permanently in the database, you can go with commit command. Suppose you are doing some updations to the table, but you are not permanently store that database transaction, you want to undo the work whatever you done previously, you can use the rollback command. Just like your undo, you are doing some updation on a particular data values of a table, but you don't want to permanently save that transaction, so you revert it by using the rollback command. For permanent store, you can use the commit command. And save point command. So you are creating save points on the transactions. Suppose a transaction consists of different SQL commands. You create a save point at line number 10. For example, the transaction consists of some 12 commands. So now you save point at line number some 10. Total 20 commands, and you are generating a save point at line number 10. Now you roll back your overall transactions up to 10. Whatever the transactions are, those are not rollbacked. Those are not rollback. The remaining transactions are rollbacked. So you can save the transactions from the rollback operations by creating the save points. So these are the transaction control language commands. So these are about the SQL commands in brief. In the later videos we will see the demonstration of each and every command. So with this I am ending this session. Thank you.